Hey, good morning. It's Wayne from Absolute. So today is International Men's Day, and I think it's great when we celebrate these days, but we also have to remember that it's not just one day. It should be all the time, but it's great when we highlight and we point out these days that are, it's just a day to remember, why we do what we do and why we say what we say and so on. And so today I want to share a story with you guys. I started Absolute years and years and years ago, but before I started Absolute, I used to work in as a critical care nurse. So I qualified as a nurse in 2000, and I kind of decided back then, a long time ago, that I needed to get to people before, before they become unwell. Before people end up on coronary care and ICU and all these things, which where I worked. So, fitness I thought was a way to get to these people. But the International Men's Day, what it's done for me today is reflect on some of the people in my life who have had massive effects on me. One being my dad. My dad was just a regular guy. He was the kind of guy, the only way I could describe him was the kind of guy that could walk into a bar of strangers and walk out with 50 friends. He was just that kind of guy. Spent most of his life with, not really having much. Really didn't come from never come from a privileged background. And, but the strength of that man and how he kept us on track, considering where we grew up and the influences that are around, that, we could have really got ourselves into some serious trouble. It was just his strength, and I've always said, we don't get any rules. There's no law, there's no rules to being a parent. You just literally one day you find out you're about to become a parent, and you literally drops deep in the shit. Bang, there you go. Crack on. There's no books. So we learn from our parents and our influence of people around us. So, but I don't want to be the cliche that my dad was my hero, because probably wasn't really my hero. He was my father, but it's just, I saw a man who had a deeper strength, and that the way he lived and the way he raised us was a testament to the strength and the character he was, I guess. Before that, one of the other biggest turning points in my life was to be affected by suicide. Now, I don't want to make it all about that again, because International Men's Day should not, you go through Twitter right now, it's all about, it's okay to not be okay, which I absolutely 100% support, and I'm 100% behind, and I think it's essential. And I think right now, any guys or girls or anybody for that matter who's feeling that they just can't get that out, they just feel like they're trapped, just take that one step and reach out to somebody. But right behind me right now, there, you see a BMX bike. Now you're probably thinking, why is a BMX bike, you have to change arms, thinking, why is a BMX bike sitting on top of a roof in a gym? A BMX bike has a massive history and a massive story. So when I was 23, I've rode BMX. I used to ride flatland BMX. I'd still like to, but they stuck the bike up there, so it's a bit difficult to ride it. But I was really into the BMX scene, and I rode with a guy, a good friend, a guy called Liam, and he was a top rider. He competed all over the world. He was just phenomenal, super nice guy. 23 years of age, he got picked up, some new frames and stuff like that, and I asked him if I could buy that bike off him, and he was like, yeah. So he sold me the bike at 23. 1 week later, I was called to say that he'd committed suicide. Now the frustrating thing is, at no point during that week when I bought the bike off him and we were riding together, at no point did he indicate, show signs of, or anything that would make me go, oh, do you know what, I probably need to sit down with that guy and have a chat. We were 23, all we were focused on was fucking just meeting and go ride our BMXs, and that was literally it. So I felt shit I know this shouldn't be about me, but I felt shit. I felt awful that, I didn't notice. I didn't pick up on that. I didn't understand it. I was saying, what do you mean? Why? He's absolutely fine. I spoke to him Tuesday. He's absolutely fine. It was just one of them key factors in my life that made me think, you know what? If I'm ever at that point, I'm described as somebody who wears his heart on his sleeve. I will literally say what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. People describe me as Marmite because I will literally tell you exactly what I think. I'm not saying I'm right because opinions, are like arseholes. Everybody has one. But I also truly believe in it's more cathartic to get it out, to say what's on your mind, to say how you're feeling, whether that be angry, whether that be upset, whatever it is. I think it's cathartic to feel and express that. Now, some people might think, well, that's easy for you, Wayne, but I'm not built that way, right? And you don't have to be built any particular way. You just have to recognize that there are people that are there for you. There's always somebody there for you. You just have to own your vulnerability. You have to own yourself and recognize when it's time to go, I can't do this. There is nothing wrong with saying I can't do this. I don't give a shit what people tell you. I don't give a shit if it's a sign of weakness. I don't care about that. What I care about is it's okay to say, do you know what? I just can't. I need help. There is nothing wrong with that. So, on International Men's Day, if for whatever reason you're just not quite on your game, tell somebody, hey, do you know what? I'm really not on my game today. Speak to your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your friends, your close friends, your uncle, your aunt, the stranger in Tesco's. Speak to somebody and just say, do you know what? I'm really not feeling this today. I'm feeling a bit shit. There's nothing wrong with that. The only thing that's wrong is when you don't say. And when you don't say, you're left with a memory of a bike. And, I think years on, turning 50 in January, I know, hard to believe, but, I think years on, I recognise that had a profound effect on my life, particularly me as a young man. And I wouldn't want anybody to be feeling that, to lose a close friend, when really, to be honest, it just literally takes a few words. You know what? I can't today. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So, International Men's Day. Reach out to friends. Connect with people you haven't spoken to for a while. If there's family that you fell out with over menial shit, if there's things that you fell out with people over serious shit, fix it. Life is way too fucking short. It's like that in the scheme of things. It's way too short. Obviously I'm filming this from my gym and I'm in the business of helping people change their bodies, get in better shape, be healthier, have the six pack, have whatever it is they're looking for, right? But without this, all of that, it don't mean shit. Have a great day. Please feel free to share this, comment on it. But, above all, just reach out. Have a great day.